What's up, everybody? It is Black Goku, and today we are about to continue our species document. So, last time I seen you guys. I took you on a little expedition with me, and we were where the park was supposed to be built on Isla Nublar. So now we are north of that area. So we're on the north side of Isla Nublar, and we're continuing to document basically where dinosaurs would expand their territory. So, we're basically staking out the whole island and trying to, just species count, like a count day at school, trying to do a species count. So we are north of the island. We are north of the island, Isla Nublar North. So we're going to continue our species count and see what all we can find. So yeah, let's get ready. We still have one more place to check out after this. Nublar North was another, well, this nobody knew this, but Nublar North was another area where a park was going to be built. So there should be carnivore feeders, but that's if the carnivores haven't ate them all already. So straight off the bat, looks like we got a trike. So we're gonna go ahead and take a picture and document it, on the main island where we did the first document or species count. Hold on, wait, we got some Stygimolochs. So hold on, just back up real quick. That's one Stygimoloch we just got. Excuse my my voice sounding a little weird. I've been pretty sick on this trip. All this driving around has kind of got me. I think I gained a little bit of motion sickness. But that's two Stygimolochs. So I don't think we've seen in the first species count that I took you guys on the first expedition. I don't think we've seen any Stygimolochs, but we did see Triceratops, so it's cool to see that they expanded over here, probably to claim new territory and get away from some carnivores. So we do know trikes are very territorial, so we don't really want to get too close. So we had two Stygimolochs we just documented, and here's another. There's another trike. So once we get back to the base, we're going to check out and see how many trikes we documented on the other side of Nublar. But that's the first trike here on Nublar North. Once our base of operations was like really set up outside of basically where dinosaurs were at. So that's pretty cool. We got another trike back there. That's two more trikes, and seems we have some other ceratopsians. So okay, yeah, we got some Sinoceratops. So we got two of these bad babies. We're gonna go ahead and take a picture. So we got two trikes. Hold on, wait. Actually, make that three Triceratops. So we got three trikes that we just documented that quick, and two Sinoceratops. So these guys are very aggressive. So we're just gonna really try to stay out of their way. I'm gonna do a little roundabout of the area and see what else we can find real quick before we make our way to the other side. I'm pretty sure okay, see, look, we have, okay, what is it, 1, 2, okay, so we got 5 Parasaurolophus. So Parasaurolophus has made their way to the north side of Isla Nublar as well. We have, what is this? Okay, 3 Ankylosaurus. So we have 3 Ankylosauruses, 5 Parasaurolophus, and I believe that was 3 Triceratops and 2 Sinoceratops and 2 Stygimolochs. So I don't know if there's anything else in this area. There's no carnivore feeders, so I'm assuming that there weren't any plans of having any carnivores here in this, little part of the island. So anyway, so we're gonna get ready to head out of this little proximity. I believe we documented everything here. Like I said, 3 trikes, 2 Sinoceratops, 3 Ankylosaurus, 2 Stygimolochs, and 5 Parasaurolophus. So it's interesting to see certain species, living amongst each other. So I'm gonna get ready to head out of here. Try not to get confused going through these pathways. I think I just went in a circle. Hold on, we're gonna check our map. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we're actually on our way out of here now. So we haven't encountered any carnivores yet, and I honestly would have no idea what we would encounter. You know, Isla Nublar was known to have Metriacanthosauruses, Carnotauruses, Allosaurus. Well, we already caught documented one Metriacanthosaurus and one Allosaurus, so no telling what else we could still see. I believe we just seen something moving over there. We're gonna get a quick look of the proximity real quick. Okay, so it appears we have some Centenosauruses. I sometimes pronounce their names wrong, so forgive me if I just pronounce their names wrong, but I'm gonna circle this little area and see how many we can find real quick. So we got two so far. We're gonna document those. Those were not on the mainland of Isla Nublar, or where, you know, the park was originally going to be built, and the last documented video expedition that I took you guys on. So you know, it's pretty interesting to see those. We have two more Sinoceratops, so that brings our count to 4. So these guys seems to be expanding. They seem to be expanding all over the island, so that's pretty decent. We have to really be careful though. We don't really want any trouble with these big guys. They're not as big as the trikes, which is pretty interesting. They like in between. But oops. So okay, so those are the two Centosauruses we just took a picture of. So this is a third one. So that brings our Centosaurus count to around 3. So I don't remember how many we incubated or you know, made. But okay, so we have Ouranosaurus. So Ouranosaurus were on the mainland of Isla Nublar. So we have what appears to be 2 more. So we're gonna get them real quick. Don't know how many could be here. We're seeing a lot of Hadrosaurus. Just got those 2 Ouranosauruses. Okay, so it's a family of Ouranosaurus. So we got, if I can get them all in the photo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I just got 5 right here. So that brings our Ouranosaurus count to 7. So Ouranosaurus were at a count of 5 on the mainland of Isla Nublar. So I guess their numbers are doing pretty good. Basically, I'm gonna say their numbers are doing pretty good. If I just I mean, if they're expanding way over here, so that makes me honestly kind of happy. You know, we want to see these dinosaurs living their best lives. Let me see. So far, we're seeing some carnivore feeders, but no carnivores. This is the area we were just in. So these are 9 times out of 10 the 2 Sinoceratopsians. Honestly, that looks like a Triceratops though. So hang on. That did look like a Triceratops. Trying to see. Okay, so we got another trike. I knew we were gonna meet her down here towards this area. So what is that, like 3 trikes? 3 trikes, I believe. 3 or 4 trikes. You know, I'll eventually watch this footage later so I can, you know, have my numbers right. So this is the same group of Centosauruses we documented. Just this area it's not a big area, but I just want to make sure I'm going over the whole entire area before I prepare to head out. Here's the same family of Ouranosaurus. So as you can see, it's kind of like we're going in circles. This is the same little area. So yeah, they're doing pretty good with numbers. Trying to make sure I'm getting everything. It's going to be dark. So okay, so we got compies. I didn't catch him in a picture though, but we indeed have compies. We know that compies. Okay, hold on. Well, here's one right here. We've honestly, if it move, I don't want to hit it with the car. Let me see if I can get in the picture. We know that there's over like at least 60 compies that we've counted in our little okay, they're everywhere. We're not really worried about documenting the compies though, because we know that they're going to expand pretty well around the island, so that's not really what what we're worried about. We're just worried about documenting and doing species counts of you know, basically the main species. Compies are, you know, they're so small, so. But like I said, we're just trying to make sure we got this whole little area. You see how the compies basically just came out of nowhere. Let me see. Okay, so it appears we have 2 Allosaurus. So, okay, I'm going to get this one real quick. And I'm going to get this one. So that basically brings our count to at least 3 Allosauruses, because we had one in the mainlands in the last documented video footage we just did. So that's 2 Allosauruses we just documented. And I seen something else running over here. But these Allosauruses, they appear to be wounded, maybe fighting with the Sinoceratops. Yeah, I can tell by how he's running. He's definitely wounded. It's probably a female and male couple. So we're going to have to probably be careful. We don't want to... Definitely don't want to get any conflict with them. So yeah, we just got a picture of him, but you can see how... Yeah, he's definitely wounded. And actually, he just killed the Pachycephalosaurus. So we're going to document that real quick. That's very interesting. So... that tells you that there's some Pachycephalosauruses in this proximity. I don't know how many is left. Oh, okay. We have just been hit. We do have one more Jeep. We're going to get ready to actually prepare to head out of this area. We've just been attacked by Sinoceratops. They seem... Excuse me. They seem to be more aggressive than the first Sinoceratops that we encountered. Oh, okay. We have a fight going on actually. A fight between the Allosaurus and the Sinoceratops. This is the first documented fight we've seen since we've been on this little expedition. And the Sinoceratops seems to be more than capable of having its own against, you know, such a predator like an Allosaurus. This area is getting pretty shaky though. We're gonna get ready to head out of here, see what else we can document. And on our way coming back, we're gonna see if we can find any more Pachy's. Pachy's are not really known to be alone, so I doubt that that was the only Pachycephalosaurus. But then again, with such huge predators like Allosauruses are very swift predators. They're not as big as Tyrannosaurus Rex, so you know they can move a lot faster. So pretty sure they wouldn't have no problem chasing down a small little Pachycephalosaurus. Yeah, we're gonna head out of here now. Our vehicle, we should be able to take a little bit more damage if we... I mean, not saying we need to take damage, but we should be able to handle a little bit more damage. But that's not really what we want. So yeah, we basically have one more place on Isla Nublar to check after we can do a a huge roundup on Isla Nublar North, or North Nublar, whatever you want to call it. But we're just checking basically the spots where the dinosaurs would usually be. Some spots on Isla Nublar are kinda blocked off by huge mountains, so we know dinosaurs wouldn't be able to get there. Okay, here we go. We didn't even have to look too hard to find another carnivore. Here's a Carnotaurus, seems to be fully grown, sub-adult maybe. But I'm gonna take another picture real quick and we're gonna get ready to head out of here, cause he's looking right at us. But we didn't see that in the on the first documented recorded footage. So that's one Carnotaurus. Seems to be taking refuge here on this part of the island. possibly says it so it don't come in direct conflict with an Allosaurus, because both those creatures are, you know, they're gonna basically, they can hurt each other. They don't want to give each other fatal wounds or anything like that. So appears we have came up on, we got 2 Diplodocus. Centosauruses are everywhere around this island. So we're going to document these 2 Diplodocus first. And the first documented recorded footage, we only seen 2, so that brings our count on this island that we've seen so far to around 4. But these Centosauruses are everywhere, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take 6. There's another one in the background. So also appears that we have, okay, hold on, well, there's a second Diplodocus, so that brings our count to around 5. Oh wow, and 2 Apatosauruses and an Edmontosaurus. So, you know, everything seems to be thriving well over here. We're gonna get this Edmontosaurus. That's our first Edmontosaurus on the island that we I mean, not on the island, on Nublar North that we've seen. Here's a Pachycephalosaurus, so they seem to be taking refuge over here too, probably to get away from carnivores as swift as an Allosaurus. We're gonna make our way around these Hadrosaurs and Diplodocus to get a nice picture of the Apatosaurus. The first documented footage, there was only at least 3 Apatosauruses, but we seem to have a family here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 Apatosauruses. So the numbers of Apatosauruses are seeming to be pretty pretty high. So you know that's pretty good. It's not really anything that can take out the Apatosaurus on the island besides old age. So we got like 2 Edmontosauruses. We just took a picture of at least 5 Centosauruses, along with the 3 that were in the area where the Allosauruses were at, or 4. So that's like 9 or 3 Centosauruses right there. So we're gonna go ahead. It's actually dark now, so I'm gonna try to be quick. So you can see there's carnivore feeders. So engine before I, you know. Okay, here's a family of trikes. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 trikes right there, along with the one we documented where the Allosaurus was at, and along with the other 2. So that's like 8 trikes right there. So trike seems to be taking refuge all over this, Isla Nublar North. Here's another Centosaurus. Brings the count to around at least like 9. We're gonna document it real quick. So these guys seem to be Baryonyx and Dryasauruses all in the same little area. So Baryonyx might be giving off signals that it's not trying to hunt. Otherwise these herbivores wouldn't really be by it. But this seems to be a subadult Baryonyx, further away from the Carnotaurus probably, so they don't inflict damage on each other. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And we got at least 2 Dryasauruses over here. They're known to be in huge herds, so 9 times out of 10 they're being picked off easily, or you know, they're just split up. Sometimes they split up into groups to make sure their population, you know, continues to thrive. So yeah, so we got, as far as carnivores, we got at least like 1 Baryonyx, 1 Carnotaurus, 2 Allosauruses. Okay, we got 2 more, another Centosaurus, so that brings our count to at least we're gonna say 10 Centosauruses. Like I said, this footage is being documented, so we're gonna look back on it. Once we do the last little roundup on the last part of Isla Nublar, we're gonna come to a conclusion of how many species we documented. This basically lets us know how well the dinosaurs are doing and how much if, you know, what they need our help with or not. So we got 2 Dryasauruses. Trike seems to be going crazy, so see what else we can find real quick. So this area seems to be doing pretty well. Here's another Sinoceratops. So that probably brings our count to around maybe 5, 6. So Sinoceratops also seems to be doing pretty well. We got an Edmontosaurus that's about to go to sleep right in front of us. Edmontosaurus, I've counted at least maybe 4 or 3. So they seem, I mean, that's not really high numbers, but they seem to be doing well, because they were on the first documented footage on that part of Isla Nublar that we recorded and shared with you guys. So I'm not gonna say they're doing bad. See, we got 2 more over here. So I counted. Excuse me. I got the hiccups. So I counted 4. This is at least like 6 right here. So Edmontosaurus, they seem to be doing just fine. Now these guys, they usually break off in groups to get away from carnivores such as Carnotaurs and Baryonyx and Allosaurus. So we're just doing a little roundabout of this little proximity, make sure we documented everything. This is some thickened trees, so I'm gonna take another way around. So yeah, I believe we have indeed documented just about everything in this little area. These areas are kind of blocked off by mountains, so movability isn't really too much for these guys over here, but then again, it's a lot of open land, so I don't think that's something they're really tripping on. Alright, so we're gonna make our way out of here now. We're gonna head back to operations, base of operations. Here's the Carnotaurus sleep. I'm actually gonna get a picture real quick. Okay, now it's waking up. So we're gonna snap that picture and we're gonna head out of here. So we're gonna head back to base operations. We checked the 3 locations on Isla Nublar North. Basically went as far as we could into the mountains on Isla Nublar. Made it impossible. So yeah, we're gonna get ready to head out of here and head back to base of operations. Got a storm warning too, so yeah. So like I said, we have at least 1 more location left to check on Isla Nublar for dinosaurs. We still haven't seen the Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is Rexy. So, and she's the only Tyrannosaurus Rex on this island, so it's no telling if she's alive or dead or anything. So we would really love to, get pictures of her and document her. So we've seen so many good species already. And I have some more surprises in store. The fun does not stop. I've learned a lot of things working at Ingen. I have a lot of stuff to share with you guys from working at Ingen. So the fun does not stop after we finish documenting these species on Isla Nublar. So yeah, the winds is getting really crazy out here. Forgive my driving. I'm trying to hurry up and get to the base of operations. Oh. Yeah, the winds is pretty crazy. So yeah, we documented just about everything we could. These are the first little dinosaurs that were here when we first came. We got our operations of base basically set up all over the island. We had this planned in advance, and I figured this would be a good. Okay, so we didn't see a Centosaurus before when we first came on this expedition. If we did, forgive me. I am taking another picture, but so yeah, Centosauruses, they are stretched all over the island, as you can see. Alright, so we have made our way back home to operations base of operations, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to do a quick summary real quick. We're going to summarize what we've documented. So right off the bat, Triceratops have taken refuge all over the island. So we got there were at least 2 here, 2 more where the Allosauruses were, and at least 4. So that's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's at least 8 Triceratops that we've documented. And every dinosaur that we documented here on Isla Nublar North, we're going to add up to the dinosaurs that we documented in the where the park was going to be built in the other documented footage. But so we got at least 2 Allosauruses, 1 Carnotaurus, 1 Baryonyx. So carnivores aren't really heavy. Like I said, Compsognathus are everywhere, so we're not worried about documenting them. We got at least 6 Apatosauruses, 5 Parasaurolophus, maybe 7 Sinoceratops. They are taking refuge everywhere on Isla Nublar North. We got at least maybe 3 Diplodocus, at least maybe 10 Cenosauruses. I mean, Centosauruses. Uh, Let me see. What else? What else? What else? We got at least 5 Edmontosauruses, 2 Dryasauruses. Those numbers are pretty low. 1 Pachycephalosaurus and 1 dead Pachycephalosaurus, but well, we can't count the dead one. So basically, 1 Pachycephalosaurus, 2 Stygimolochs. Make sure I'm at least 7 Aranosauruses. And I believe that is everything that we've documented here on Isla Nublar North. We have one more location to check, as I mentioned. So of course I'm going to document that and share that with you guys too. And like I said, the fun does not end there. We have so much other stuff to share with you guys. So, you know, I'm not really supposed to be sharing this with you guys. Working that engine, we do a lot of stuff in secret, but you know, has just been so much fun. So anyways, I will catch you guys on the next expedition. Peace out.